I have to stop saying, how stupid can you be? Some people are starting to take it as a challenge.
To come onto their platform. And I can remember Salty was the person how I found out about it, because she made this outraged video. Do y'all remember that? Chaps, that's right, barbecue. Well, that's how I found out about it. And I called Celeste, and I was livid, was I not? Like, I was in tears. I barely knew barbecue. And then I sent her a message, and I said, I need to talk to you now. I was outraged. And that's the first time I think I ever talked to her. It was, other than on this app. And so we talked on the phone, and I told her some things she needed to know about one of those people and anything to help her out, because that right there was the most horrific thing that I thought could happen. And then Salty goes to North Carolina. She asked, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly, asked for money to go and help in North Carolina. Okay. Well, she was sharing a lot of stuff about North Carolina. Barbecue was resharing it, and she literally got mad at Barbecue and turned on Barbecue, if I'm telling this right, and turned on her simply because she didn't do a live about it or make a video about it. That Salty was over there in North Carolina. Even though Barbecue showed that, hey, I shared every one of them. She literally turns on Barbecue, and within a few weeks has befriended the very person that she made a video about, her mother, Barbecue's mother, which again is Robin Johnson. A lot of people will see her around. I've seen her around the Micah case. I've seen her around quite a bit of cases. So just FYI, you're forewarned.
She don't need to be around no cases.
No, she doesn't at all. So there's that. And so that's kind of where it started. That was back in September, if I'm remembering correctly. Pictures of grocery carts aren't receipts. Oh, and she didn't show any receipts, by the way, for her trip that people funded or sent for groceries, etc., of people to help. And hey, am I mistaken? But is that who? Didn't she? In the chat, if y'all don't mind, allegedly, did she not get somebody to pay her car payment? Wasn't it? Oh, what's the guy, y'all? I can't. Stephen Crabtree. Is that? Am I right? Is
yeah.
That y'all? Am I right, Ethan?
Yep.
Wow.
I remember that.
Wow. And Stephen's such a good dude. $900 truck payment?
Yes.
Stephen has been definitely taken advantage of on this app by people like that.
Now, if she's paying $900 a month for a truck, she must have some messed up credit. Needs to get off here harassing people and go fix her.
Agreed. Hi, Barbecue.
Hey, everyone. Hi, Celeste, B, Ethan, Misty.
Hello. Thank you for letting me rage out about this and call her out and try to hold her accountable and let people know who she is. I know that it sucks to have to relive all this shit.
I'm kind of numb to it, to be honest. Like, it pisses me off, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's just another thing on the list. But I think that she's never going to stop, and she's never going to go on anybody else's panel. That's just her mentality.
I mean, from what I remember, am I telling it right? Because that's how I remember that she got upset with you, and you proved like, hey, I shared every single one of your videos just because you're a 32, you have 30-something thousand followers at the time, and she wanted to use you or your account to boost hers. I mean, in my opinion. And I was told by somebody that nobody on this platform probably even knows that before all of this, that she was involved with a bunch of people that she likes to go for larger creators and then have them and fight with them.
She likes to start shit so that she can get their followers. But yeah, I had 60-some thousand followers, and on September 30th,
she has.
That's all right. She had reached out to me on September 30th and asked me if I could share or help or something like that, and I had just spent a good chunk of money. That's right. With one of my puppies passing, but I wasn't on the internet for a couple days, you know.
I agree. You were in mourning.
I did share her stuff. I did repost her stuff. I shared it to other people, and you can see that because you can look at people's reposts. And she apologized actually, and then like a day later, she was like, "Fuck barbecue." You know, she's not a very genuine person. She obsesses over people. She tells the story how she wants to tell it. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. And, yesterday I had an attorney review her live that she did with Katie McCabe, who is being sued right now for defamation because everybody's accused, not everybody, there have been people that went on the internet and continued to spread rumors that I bullied someone to death. And so the person that my friend is actually suing for defamation for the last 6 years now, who this person went on the news and said, I have proof that I was bullied for the last 2 years, and never once put a piece of proof on there, was on Salty's panel. She's like, I'm not hate bonding. No, everybody hate bonds with Salty. Kayla Ray, they're all in her chat. Whiz Taker, making fun of Banjo, saying I left them to die. It's just repetitive shit. They're sick, foul people. They're all like, Salty's like, well, you can't tell me who I can be friends with. I never told her that she couldn't be friends with anyone. I just let her know that who she was laughing and communicating with was the same person that Chase and Ocean and Chaps and Cajun and Bertha, which is Nikki, whatever you want to call her, and Kayla Ray, and all these people, and Tony Mathis. Some of these people have filed a frivolous lawsuit against me, invited her up with malice and intent because their voice messages were leaked to me that they all knew. They all knew it was my mother, and they brought her up there to, quote, send me a silent message. Well, I get the message. I get the message that people are pieces of shit, and they want to talk about trauma. You don't go after people for their trauma, and you don't go real life. And that's exactly what happened.
That's what it is. Let's be honest. It's real life, and it's bringing up something that you shouldn't even have to deal with anymore. It's something that is more horrific than I could even imagine. Somebody going real life on me. Like I can't imagine. And
she said that I was only 3 years old. How could I remember anything? Well, I remember a lot, actually. And in turn, I went and I FOIA'd the 1985 record of my mother and her boyfriend's arrest. And it's about 10 pages long. And it talks about a lot of stuff. And I needed to do that, I guess, for myself.
yeah,
Again, just to make sure that I wasn't putting out misinformation, which I already knew that I wasn't. But she still continues to support and abuse her. My mother went to jail. She testified against the boyfriend so that she could get a lesser time and a lesser charge. She went to jail and she got out. And instead of getting me out of foster care, thankfully she did this because I'm grateful that I was never raised by her. But then she went and she married the motherfucker in jail. So don't tell me now that, oh my gosh, I was the victim. I was being abused is what my mother says, and Salty continues to put this narrative out there, and it's wrong. It's false.
she says, "Oh, she's such a good person. She's so good to me." Isn't her name on YouTube Salty's mom or something bullshit like that?
Yeah, she's disgusting.
Slap in your face. Which bitch, you ain't Barbecue's mom. Let's just be real. You are an egg daughter through and through. You are not her mother. And thank God that the woman that did take care of her and raise her and raise her to be who she is.
But here's the thing, Misty, us holding this live and pointing out all of the foul and disgusting things about Salty, everybody knows.
I know.
There's people that choose to participate,
That's
but
what's disgusting.
nothing is going to stop it. I've sent this girl 3 cease and desists, and I have filed 2 police reports against her. And like I said yesterday, I had an attorney, a defamation attorney, review the live that just one live for 30 minutes, just one live. And they said, that's defamation, that's defamation, that's defamation. So they're actually reaching out to my attorney, Tom King, and they're gonna work on something, and it sucks to suck, but you got to listen and you got to have self-control. There's a point where September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. This is 11 months. This is way too long.